Greetings to all our fearless and cautious captains. Some time ago, a player nicknamed Waskenshik showed up on the neighbor's map aboard battleship Gneisenau. Before a single enemy was spotted, all 3 bases were already being captured. A strong sign that it's going to be an intense battle. But our hero, with some strong reinforcements, headed to fight for Key Area A. I'm sure you know that the fastest way back to port is to proudly come under fire from several enemies at a time. But it seems this wasn't clear to York. Well, some people just never learn from the mistakes of others. Our hero decides to put things right, quickly and with brute force. We're sailing from behind an island, which is a pretty dangerous move with 2 enemy destroyers at the base, launching our torpedoes and immediately beginning to dodge the enemy ones. Shiratsuyu attempted to stay in the smoke, but ended up catching a nice torpedo. First enemy destroyed. Then the teams began to hurry. And by the time the cyclone kicked off, a total of 10 ships had been sunk. Our battleship also had her say, by destroying Gnievny. Bad weather helped Gneisenau safely capture the base. But 3 enemies are hiding behind an island, holding a grudge against our hero. At the moment, we can only see 2. The player makes a blind torpedo salvo. Actually, this isn't the best idea. What if somebody shows up from behind the corner while you're still reloading? But this time, everything went perfectly. The way things develop afterwards is a bit depressing. The Allies are leaving one by one, and our division mate gets sunk as well. The enemies are surrounding us. We have to urgently switch from Omaha to Koenig, which is sailing from behind a rock, and exchanging shots with our ally. Well, you asked for it. Go to port and think about your behavior. However, the enemies cannot put up with us holding Key Area A. Fuso and Colorado are coming from the islands. Let's start with the one that's closer to us. A torpedo and some main battery shells make a devastating combination. This was such a surprise for Colorado that she decided to get some sleep with the fishes. And the surviving Omaha destroyed our last ally on this flank. Always finish off heavily damaged enemies. We're launching torpedoes at Fuso and correcting our mistake. We wave goodbye to Omaha, wipe away a tear, add a well-deserved Kraken to our service record, and continue. Fuso makes a valiant maneuver to avoid our torpedoes. Almost all of them. She should have kept her distance instead of trying to chase us. This is how you should make use of terrain features and maneuver. Key Area A is where many met their end, but it remained under our control. Now it's 2 against 2. But the score isn't in our favor, though the difference is closing quickly. The surviving enemies are sailing into Area B. Allied Fuso has clinched with Bayern. This intense shootout has a sad end for Fuso, which takes a break in the port. Gneisenau is now alone against 2 enemies, and they set her on fire immediately. Half her hit points wiped away in the blink of an eye, but our hero makes a torpedo salvo from each of her sides. Bayern leaves the battlefield, but Nagato was smart enough to slow down in time, and she keeps scratching our hull. However, finishing her off now is just a matter of skill, and our hero definitely has plenty of that. The final salvo. And here's the glorious and well-deserved victory. Eight frags and 230,000 HP of damage. 11 torpedo hits. Was this really a battleship? plus 500,000 silver and over 3,000 clean XP earned in a fair battle.